starting at the three-point line, getting to the mid-range, and it's open in a lot of games on a lot of levels.
The mid-range is such a tough shot to guard because most teams don't even play defense to try to guard it anymore. As you mentioned, everyone's trying to guard the three. Those mid-range specialists become such a rarity and so valuable as Robinson is fouled. Interested to see if that goes on Scott or Hick.
Called it on Scott.
Robinson will go back to the line to shoot two.
And by the way, 12, 13-point leads in a JSBL game in the first quarter a lot of times are meaningless.
We saw now Robinson. I'm going to point this out. This might be the only way Robinson will be able to impact is if he keeps getting to the line. That might be his biggest way to impact tonight's game.
Well, he does have great quickness, and he can get to the basket. Uses his body well.
Hick at the top. He's guarded by Mabry. He puts up a short two. No good. Fight for it. Goes back to Hick. He passes to Kale, who's guarded by Robinson. Almost backcourt violated was Kale. Kale a three. Looking for five. He's got five in the first quarter. Miles Kale is on fire from downtown. And the lead's back up to 14. Mahoney, nice shot, gets the layup.
Ended up with Reynolds on the switch, and that was a huge mismatch on the box.
Reynolds, wide open for mid-range, and he'll hit that every time. Robinson. Here's a Shavar-Justin matchup, and Shavar wins that one.
20-odd seconds to go in the quarter. Looks like, what they should do is hold for one here.
They will. The shot clock's turned off, 35-21. 10 seconds left to play. Miles Kale has a little bit of a size mismatch. He tries a three. No good off the front of the rim. And that'll do it in the first.
And that will not count.
O'Gara's shot does not count, as previously mentioned by Greg. We'll go to the second. A commanding first quarter dominance early on for Stearns Trailer. We'll be right back here on Jersey Shore Basketball League Hoops Network. Just let me know. We're back. Start of the second quarter as Roy Mabry tries a three. No good. Fight for the rebound goes to Jack Scott. Scott to Kale. Kale. Who, Greg, you have his first half stats as he tries a mid-range and cans it.
Yeah, Kale was 5 for 9 from three, 15 points. As Stearns was 7 for 18 from three, which is a pretty good shooting percentage.
Any first half stats that stand out to you as Mabry tried to force contact?
Actually, Stearns won the rebound battle 19-14.
Stearns has dominated on every facet to this point as Larry Smith misses the mid-range. 37-21, just underway, 9 minutes to play as Robinson hits a three. Got some opening on Spence. Shavar working on O'Gara to Smith. who drives, no good. Rebounded by O'Garo. Looks like Seaview Jeep's playing with a little bit more energy here to start, as nice move by McMullen. He gets to the basket. Actually, that's CJ Ruoff. And a 5-2 run to start this second quarter for Seaview Jeep. Spence working on Ruoff. Good defense, but better offense. Ruoff was right in his face.
Yes, it's going to be difficult for him to guard Spence, especially outside.
Robinson, another three. He beat Larry Smith there, and the lead's down to 10. Help. Spence. Good defense again by Ruoff.
That was a very difficult shot.
But Jakari Spence, who flourished in his role as the starter late in the season for Monmouth this past season, is playing well tonight.
Yeah, that he is.
Fight down low. Ruoff takes a three and hits it. Seaview Jeep is starting to get open shots, and they're hitting them. The lead's down to 9.
Good inside-out passing, set him up for a wide-open three.
Kale Euros looked like it almost he almost traveled.
Yeah,
No
I think the Euro is a travel. They just don't call it.
O'Garo coming in for the rebound. Here comes Justin Robinson. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2 at the line. And Seaview Jeep looks much more settled in than they did in that first quarter.
Again, long game, 10-minute quarters we play, all pro rules. Down by 10, 12 points, it's something that can be erased in 4 or 5 good minutes of play.
You're definitely right about that. But just the way Stern Strahler had dominated really the first 10 minutes of this game, and now Seaview Jeep's starting to play to what we know they're capable of. Leads down to 8. Robinson has one more.
You know, the one thing with Robinson on the floor, again, he's always going to get his points, but to try to combat him and to take him away is just going to create even more open shots for his teammates.
Ruoff, who had recently checked in, has made a big impact to start too. He's played good defense, even though Jakari's beat him a couple times. Good defense by Ruoff there. And Spence is fouled. We'll see who they call it on. They call it on Ruoff. Ruoff is first. Jakari Spence to the line.
A little too much contact in the paint that time by Ruoff.
Spence has 9. Make it 10. Spence is a guy that people are so excited about, that he's back at Monmouth, because he's such a good guy. He plays with so much heart as he hits both.
He was in the portal, and whatever reason, either it didn't work out or Monmouth wooed him back. But I think it's very good that he'll be back for King Rice this year. The one thing, last year he was actually too unselfish. I wish, and I think a few other fans wish he would have shot the ball a little bit more, because he has a nice touch from the perimeter.
As that was a heck of an effort right there by O'Garo to secure the rebound, as McMullen missed the three, and O'Garo was contacted heavily there. It's a nice play. Mabry stripped it. Fight for the ball goes to Seaview Jeep. Here comes O'Garo. He's going to go right at the basket. He's fouled. And he'll shoot 2.
Seaview bench trying to get a goaltend. And they gave it to him.
They do get the goaltending, so it's going to be an old-fashioned three-point play opportunity.
Again, it didn't look like he got it on the downward side. The ball probably hit the board first and then got blocked, and that would be goaltending.
O'Garo has 1 from the line. He hits it. The lead is down to 6.
Told you they don't last long.
You were most certainly right about that. Here comes Larry Smith. He flips one up and gets the bounce.
He was really off balance on that shot. Actually shot it off the wrong foot, and it still went down. Friendly rim.
It's been that kind of night so far, as Robinson step back 3. He got it!
And not bad defense by Spence. He was right there. Couldn't have been any closer without being inside his shirt.
This is why he's an MVP. Kale inside. He slams it down. Miles Kale with an exclamation point on that one.
Good thing Ruoff got out of the way. He'd have been posterized on that one.
Like we had seen in game one. Beautiful pass inside to Tyron O'Gara from Justin Robinson. He's the whole package. As Hick tries a three, he gets it. This is unbelievable. Back and forth, back and forth. Hit me with your best shot. O'Gara to Mabry. Mabry to Ruoff, who's going to take a three, and he hits it. No one is missing right now. And the best that JBSL has to offer as Kale missed. Rebounded by Hick. Fight for the rebound. Controlled by Ruoff. Good job by Seaview Jeep.
Jackson needs to use the glass there. Went up too soft and didn't go down.
Lead has been cut to 5. Mabry's going to try a three, and he's fouled. And he'll shoot 3 from the line when we get back.
But also a size difference also.
Welcome back. As we were just talking about the size difference starting to wear more of an effect for Seaview Jeep and it's going to continue as the game goes on, as Stearns trailer is going to lose energy, and that's where the height advantage will come.
Another interesting thing tonight, Tyler Schmeltz, the Seaview coach, generally they have 6 players per night every night. Tonight they have a full 8-man squad, which gives them 3 subs, and all the subs could actually be starters. So that's going to help them down the stretch.
Leads cut to 2, or 3, I apologize. He can cut it to 2 with this one, and that's a bad foul as Mabry makes all 3.
Worked out that way.
Shavar Reynolds with it. He's had his points, but not as big of an impact as that one misses off the front of the rim. But guess who? Larry Smith is there for the putback. He's back on Justin Robinson. Robinson was doing a good job of being able to beat Jakari Spence, and there's the matchup again.
Yeah, nice screen by Mabry. Switched Smith off him.
Ruoff drives inside, and he's fouled.
And I believe if that's on Smith, it's his 3rd.
And that could be a massive impact as Max Mahoney checks back in for Matt McMullen, the winningest player on winningest active player in JSBL.
Yeah, I believe active is where we're at with that. There are a few 5-time champions, starting with Bob Verga, the guy that was the poster boy for the league back in 1968.
As Robinson missed, Mahoney missed the putback. Rebound caroms out to Ruoff, who shakes Spence and gets the layup. Nice move by Ruoff.
Been a big plus off the bench for Seaview.
3:40 left to play in this first half. 52-50, Stearns Trailer leads. Larry Smith drives on Ruoff, and he's fouled.
And that might be his 3rd foul.
His 2nd.
Okay, off by 1.
Larry Smith a chance to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play. His shot is up and good. The lead goes back up to 5. Smith, no screen from Mabry this time as Smith is on Robinson. That's the matchup they wanted. Seaview Jeep. Good spin move by Mahoney, and he's fouled by Miles Kale.
Good up and under move by Mahoney. again, we have a power forward, in essence, number 24, Mahoney, being guarded by a swingman in Miles.
As Miles Kale's only 6'6", Max Mahoney is 6'8", so there's 2 inches.
Yeah, but it's not even that one is a true post player and the other is a true wing. And normally Kale would not be matched up in the box with the post player like Mahoney.
And that's what makes the Jersey Shore Basketball League so unique. Guys that normally wouldn't match up against each other end up doing so. Miles Kale started red hot from 3, hasn't taken as many shots. Jakari Spence is going to try a 3, no good. Good box out by Grennan, allowing Robinson to get the rebound. Good pass inside, Mahoney slams it down. Beautiful basketball play on both ends there for Seaview Jeep. Shavar guarded by Grennan after the switch. Shavar inside to Kale, and Kale is fouled, and he gets the bounce.
That was a nice friendly roll.
Not much more friendlier than that. 2:42 to play in the half. 57-53. Stearns Trailer leads. Stearns Trailer has led throughout the duration of the game. It's gotten down to 2. It's been the last time it was tied, it was 6-6. But they've controlled this first half as Kale's and 1 attempt is good. 58-53. Here comes Justin Robinson, guarded by Jack Scott. He shakes him, he bakes him, and he hits the 3. Oh my goodness.
Scott, there's no way he can actually play him, especially on the perimeter.
A dangerous pass. It almost got intercepted, and then the 3 from Hicks from the corner wasn't good. Robinson, good pass, but Mahoney didn't make it.
No, I think Hick got a piece of that and blocked it. It was a really nice defensive recovery by Jackson.
As Kale tries a 3 off the front of the rim, went right to Grennan, and Mahoney had to look back at the ref and ask to see if there was any contact. Stewart to Robinson. Grennan, Stewart, and Mahoney have all played a lot better the second time around in the court as Mabry tries a 3, no good, and it goes out, and it'll go the other way with 1:43 to play in this first half. Spence to Reynolds. Reynolds guarded by Robinson. Here's Kale guarded by Stewart. Good defense from Miles Kale, just beat the better defense played by Colin Stewart.
Got a little bit of separation, and that's all he needed.
The mid-range has been working for Stearns Trailer so far. Nice pass, but Stewart couldn't handle it, and then he throws it to Kale. Kale back with it the other way. Drives inside, and he couldn't go coast to coast, but Jack Scott was right there for the putback, and he's had a couple of them in this game. Approaching a minute to play, 62-56. Oh, Robinson almost lost it and almost rolled into the backcourt. He's guarded by Scott, who he previously cooked. He passes inside to Mahoney, and Mahoney, again, good defense by Hick. Alley-oop, no good. Scott couldn't finish it, a good pass, but it's intercepted by Kale.
That pass was a little ambitious on the alley-oop, and it's a foul in transition.
Justin Robinson picks up his first, and the team's getting a little too greedy there. A couple of ill-advised passes.
First in the last 2 minutes. Next foul on Seaview will be a shooting foul.
Shavar, good defense by Stewart, but Shavar's just too good.
Just arc that over Stewart's long reach.
Stewart 6'7". Shavar's only 6'2". And
maybe.
Robinson, current Monmouth point guard versus former Monmouth point guard. Jakari on Justin. Justin made a nice move, and he cans the 3. And that's going to expire time. No shot. That shot won't count, even if it went in. And at the end of a competitive first half, the score is 64-59 in favor of Stearns Trailer. It's an impressive first half, and we'll be back with halftime stats in the second half right after this break here on JSBL Network. Welcome back to JSBO Hoops Network, and at the half, Dan Yuzerski and Greg Kapalko. A very tight contested half, and Greg, there was a few things that stood out to you on the stat sheet.
Well, besides the fact that Kale with 24 and Robinson with 24 lead their respective teams, looking at the stat sheet, the biggest difference is second chance points, where Stearns has outscored Seaview 17-5. Those extra shots, the extra effort on the offensive glass, it gives them a 12-point difference, and they have a 5-point lead. So, I mean, everything else is relatively equal. Rebounds within a couple, turnovers within a couple, shooting percentage within a half a point. So, again, in a battle that Seaview actually should win, it's the quickness of Stearns in the first half. We'll see if the size of Seaview wears them down in the second half to turn that one key statistic around.
Now, that was something I was actually going to ask you, was there going to be a regression on both fronts in terms of positive for Seaview and negative for Stearns?
Well, we'll see how much energy both teams have. Again, 64-59. Both teams are very efficient on the offensive end on both sides of the court.
As McMullen tries a three, no good. Rebounded by Scott, and then Justin Robinson almost 2-on-1 for the rebound, but couldn't control it.
No, he gets his paws on everything.
He is unstoppable on every facet of this game, and for someone that's 5'8", it's so impressive to be able to watch as Larry Smith Missed. And Justin Robinson, go figure, controls the rebound. Larry Smith had 12. And for a guy that's an energy, as Grennan tries a three, and he hits it. That's a guy you don't want to get hot.
No, and if they're going to leave him that open, Justin and company will get him the basketball.
As Jack Scott tries an answer with a three, no good. Justin Robinson rebounds. 9 minutes to play in the third, just underway. 64-62, Stern-Strehler leads. Here comes Robinson, lays it up and in. We're tied at 64. First time we've been tied since 6-6 in the first quarter. Miles Kale guarded by Max Mahoney. Kale had him and then couldn't handle his dribble as Shavar drives and he missed a dunk. It caroms out to Jack Scott. A chance for more second chance points. Scott drives. Out to Kale, who passed to Shavar, and Shavar lays it in. And more second chance points for Stern-Strehler.
Let's keep it a minute.
It's been the one thing they've dominated, and that's why they're winning. As Robinson, deep three! He gives them the lead! First lead of the night for CVUG. Shavar almost lost his dribble. Drives, flips one up, rebounded by Mahoney. Here comes Justin Robinson. Splits the defenders and lays it in. He is unbelievable. 60 last night. He's on track to maybe put up 50 tonight as Spence drives and he's fouled and he didn't get the roll.
Did not get it.
That's basketball could be at times a game of inches, and it was shown right there. But back to Justin Robinson, he is single-handedly carrying CVUG at the start of this third quarter.
It's really difficult to defend him, and the thing is, to do it, to defend him properly, you have to have a player has a lot more reach than him and has enough quickness to stay in front of him, because you put a big on him, he's going to go around him. And if you put, a small guy on him, he's going to shoot that step back, and Larry Smith with a strip there.
And then Robinson strips it right back. And the thing is, Larry Smith had him in the first 5 or so minutes of the game, but he's just such a smart basketball player. As nice effort for Stearns. Here comes Smith. He lays it in. We're tied at 69.
Wow.
Spence beautifully done. A great effort diving on the floor for it. This is how much this game means to both of these teams as Mahoney gets it, drives inside, and flips it up and in. 71-69 with 6:58 to play in this third quarter. Here comes Shavar. Shavar got a wide open mid-range, and he's not missing that.
They forced Mahoney into the paint, little step back, and we're knotted again.
Back and forth we go. It's a seesaw battle. Robinson got a little bit of an opening, and he hits a three. Any sliver and any second of opening, he will kill you. He's done it tonight. He's hurt. CVUG as Kale lays it up and in.
Beautiful pass from Reynolds to the cutting Miles Kale.
Shavar doesn't get enough credit for how good his playmaking skills are. He's really good at it. Mahoney looking for someone to pass to, and he just says, I'll take it myself. Missed his first 2 putbacks, and the third time's the charm there.
That looks good in the stat book. 3 offensive rebounds and converts the final one.
Doesn't look as good in the shot and shots made, but he'll take the 3 offensive rebounds. And Jakari Spence hits a close range. 76-75 with 5:42 to play in this third quarter. Here comes Robinson. Good pass and a foul. Whistle. It's going to go on Spence.
Actually, I believe it's on.
You're right, Larry Smith. And that's his 4th. So Smith has to be a little more mindful and careful as we come down the stretches. He's entered the dreaded coach's the one stat that the coach dreads is foul trouble. He's guarding Robinson here. Robinson shook him. And I thought he hit the 3 off the side of the rim. Here comes Spence. He's going all at CVUG, and he gives Stern-Strehler the lead. Inside pass to Max Mahoney from Sean Grennan, and he gets the bucket.
Again, they're really small on the floor right now, and Shavar got matched up again on the box with Mahoney. That was easy, too easy for him.
As Jakari Spence hits a three. He shook McMullen, and it's a 2-point lead for Stearns. Smith reaching on. Oh, what a pass from Justin Robinson! And Stewart finished. Spence a three, got bumped, and that's the second 3-point foul we've seen. And Spence will go to the line.
Yeah, one for each team. Now, the first one, Mabry got to shoot the three, and now Jakari will get three.
It's going to be a TV timeout. We'll be right back here on Jersey Shore Basketball League Hoops Network.
Hopefully he'll be able to guard somebody this year, and they got a couple new bigs, so it's going to be interesting. Can't be like last year.
Jakari Spence to the line, as we were talking about Monmouth a little bit in the break, is former and Shavar and Justin and the present at the line. Jakari Spence to shoot three. A 3-point foul is a foul you never want to commit as a team, and it drives opposing coaches mad when it happens. But the one positive for Seaview Jeep is Spence didn't make it.
No, he did actually. He made it look. Oh, you mean make the three?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's hit both. He's hit the 2 free throws at the line, and his third is up and good. Jakari Spence has been very impressive tonight.
Now, this is his best game this summer against terrific competition tonight.
The best competition has brought out the best in Jakari Spence tonight, and at Monmouth as well. Here comes Mahoney. He's going to dump it down low to O'Gara, who's checked back in the timeout. Mabry, too. O'Gara gets it stripped. Here comes Spence. He's going to pass to Kale in the corner, who hits his first three of the second half. Kale had hit 5 in the first. That's his first of the second half, as Robinson is fouled, and a smart foul as that one's on the floor.
Continuation. It's the pros. He'll shoot 2.
Actually, he will shoot 2. I apologize. Miles Kale picks up his 4th.
In college, it probably would be a side out. But pro rules, once you're making that move and you're beyond your guy, any contact's going to give you the 2.
As Robinson puts up his first. For a late game, it's 9:33 here. That's what Robinson hits the second. The buzz in this gym has been fantastic. Playoff-like atmosphere as Shavar gets matched up against Justin Robinson, has the size. He passes out to Hick, who passes out to Spence, who takes a 3 and connects. And the momentum has swung back in the way of Stearns trailer. 89-82 with 3:34 to play in this third quarter. Robinson, 3, no good off the front of the rim. O'Gara gets the rebound. Second chance points opportunity here for Stearns, for Seaview Jeep, and they beat him there.
Good look by O'Gara, finding Stewart on the box.
89-84 with 3:19 to play. Spence on fire right now. He doesn't get that one. And a putback was originally missed by Scott, but Jackson Hick gets the putback, and he gets the foul, and he'll go to the line for one more.
Dare I say second chance points?
It's continued in the way of Stern's trailer. We mentioned at the top of this second half is maybe it might regress. It has not regressed, and it's been the difference in this game tonight.
Up to this point, anyway.
He misses the free throw. Robinson will take it. The lead is still 7. Robinson drives inside, a little bit wild and out of bounds off of Seaview Jeep. It'll go in the way of Stern's trailer. Under 3 to play in this third quarter. Shavar Reynolds, a little bit of an opening, and you can't leave it, but a good closeout, and he misses the shot. Great closeout by C.J. Ruoff. Robinson passes to Mabry, who dumps it inside. Nice pass from Mabry to Max Mahoney, who gets the deuce. 2:37 left to play. 5-point game. It's 91-86. Kale threw it out of bounds.
Might have been a little contact there, but
It looked like he expected Jack Scott to keep cutting, and Scott stopped. Good screen, but good defense by Kale as Justin Robinson floats one up and in off the backboard. 91-88 with 2:13 to play in this third quarter. Jakari Spence has been on fire. He takes a mid-range, good defense by Robinson, but he gets a friendly bounce. And he extends the lead back to 5 with 2 minutes to play. And an ill-advised pass thrown right to Jackson Hick from Justin Robinson. Spence passes it. Extra pass from Reynolds to Kale in the corner, no good. O'Garo comes out for the rebound. O'Garo drives inside. He puts up a shot and gets a friendly bounce.
boy, the rims are really friendly tonight for both teams.
93-90 with 1:37 to play in this third quarter. Shavar drives, puts one up and puts it in. Shavar's been a little bit quiet tonight as Spence and Kale have taken the load, but he's still been dangerous. Nice pass. Oh, a miss, a putback by O'Garo after the Mahoney putback missed. Tyron O'Garo is making a massive difference for Seaview Jeep right now. Screen set on O'Garo by Spence. Kale is working on O'Garo. 95-92, a minute left to play in this third quarter. Good closeout and an air ball from Miles Kale.
O'Garo's defense did a nice job affecting that shot.
Robinson for the tie, no good. Rebounded by Kale, he flips it to Spence. Spence has been running the point in this third quarter. He's guarded by Max Mahoney here. Spence, mid-range, no good. Fight for the rebound is controlled and then bumped. Jakari Spence is bumped by O'Garo. He controlled the rebound there. And I know we mentioned that the effect that Seaview Jeep would have is the height would wear down Stern's trailer. It actually looks like the speed is wearing down Seaview Jeep.
Well, that's what you have. Nice strip, but
it stays in the hands of Stern's trailer. Spence guarded by Ruoff. Spence is fouled, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. Ruoff picks up his third. Stern's trailer is in the bonus, although I don't know if it will matter much.
no, it's 2 free throws either way. It was a shooting foul, and it was also the second in the last 2 minutes, and the 5th of the quarter. So all things lead to 2 free throws for Spence.
But even with that, I don't know if the bonus will make that much of a difference, as the shot clock will be turned off for this possession for Seaview Jeep. Spence hits 1 at the line. He goes 1 of 2. And Robinson can hold for the final shot. He hit a buzzer beater last night. Does he have one in him tonight? He's directing traffic. 12 seconds to play in this third quarter. He passes inside and dunks. And there's Mahoney. A chance. And can Kale get the shot off? He doesn't. And it doesn't go. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. 96-94. An incredibly competitive 3 quarters. The final one is about to be this good. Don't miss it. We'll be right back here on JSBL Hoops Network. Hang on, we're going to the start. Welcome back to JSBLN, fourth quarter. Eddie, I apologize, I called you Eddie on accident. Eddie, our producer. And it's Dan and Greg here with you for the final 10. Greg, what stood out to you in that third quarter in terms of stats?
Pretty even quarter. They battled through it. Rebounds, everything's relative. Well, look, it's a 2-point game going in, and all the stats are equal. I mean, Justin with 38, being the main guy, and he's on his way to a triple-double the way things are going.
4-point game as Shavar hits that one. McMullen an open three, no good. Fight for it, O'Garo gets it. O'Garo puts it back up. Fight for it again, and a big opportunity, and Roy Mabry knows he just committed a mistake. He threw it to no one.
Yeah, he tossed that one away. But, for Seaview, Robinson with 38, Mahoney with 21, and it's Miles Kale with 29, and Jakari Spence with 28. Shavar with 16 going to this quarter.
As Kale missed the shot. 9:04 to go in the game, 98-94. An exciting finish awaits us. A little bit of a mismatch. Robinson now gets doubled. He passes to an open Ruoff, who fakes him out, takes a three, and connects. Good move by Ruoff, and it's a 1-point game.
Ruoff really likes shooting threes on the wing.
As Jakari Spence, I thought that went down. It actually grazed the rim, or grazed the net. It'll go the other way.
He was a bit short on that one.
It had given me the illusion that it had went through, but it didn't. 8:30 to play in the game. O'Garo passes to Robinson, who's guarded by Smith. And there's a lot of contact on the O'Garo try. No call. And,
Scott stepped on the line.
He did. But Tyrone O'Garo is still in disbelief that he wasn't shooting two after that attempt. He's standing there. And here comes Robinson with it. Robinson, and they're going to call time. A little bit of a wet spot, and then you can see O'Garo's now talking about that foul call.
Or lack of foul call.
Exactly.
Again, he did force the issue there. A lot of times when that happens, it's play on, and that's what happened. No call, play on.
98-97, 8 minutes to play. Robinson gets the screen for McMullen. Guarded by Scott. He takes a mid-range, was off balance. Didn't get it. A fight for it goes to O'Garo. O'Garo passes in. Ruoff didn't get the roll. A fight for it goes out to Jack Scott. Scott takes it inside. He's stripped by Robinson. Spence is able to get it off the pass. Here comes Larry Smith. Offensive foul.
No.
No, it's
not.
A
block.
It's a blocking foul.
Don't be too quick on that. It would help. We're at Manasquan High School, and it would help if we had the college or pro lines underneath there. But when the contact takes place underneath the rim, it's always going to be a block. If Mabry was out a couple steps, it would have been the charge.
Because he was there first.
He was there first, but there's a no charge zone, which is and we don't have it on the court here, which is a semicircle underneath the basket. So if you defensively in that position, you have to attempt to block the shot. You can't step in and under.
As Smith completes the old-fashioned three-point play. 7:37 to play. 97-101. The score. Stearns Trailer has a 4-point lead. Ruoff fights, and he's going to get the continuation. Ruoff to the line to shoot two.
Ruoff quietly has 10 points going into this quarter.
He's got 13 now, a chance, after he had hit that three, a chance to extend it to 15.
I mean, that's 14. If he gets this one, it'll be 15 off the bench. O'Gara with 12 off the bench. That's 27. And Mabry with 6. That's 27 plus 6 is 33 points off the bench for Seaview tonight.
The bench has been the big strength for Seaview with Justin Robinson. No, the big guy that's been kind of empty for Seaview tonight is Sean Grennan. He can hit threes, and he can still get going as Larry Smith goes right back to the line. Grennon's one of those guys that he can take control of the game with his ability to shoot.
He can.
Grennon had just 3 points. He's only taken 2 shots. And that's like when you have all these guards on the floor and guys that are getting open, it's tough when you have so many cooks in the kitchen like Seaview Jeep does.
True.
Smith missed them both. Fight for the rebound goes to Tyron O'Gara. Robinson and Mabry. Here comes Ruoff. Good defense. He tried it, and it's going to be a kickball. He got very lucky it went off the foot because it looked like it was going to be going the other way. It was a little bit of it was a very tight pass and a tight window we had to get it into. As Mabry throws it into Robinson. A 3-point game here with 7 to play. Robinson guarded by Smith.
Way off.
Way off, and he was looking for the contact. Didn't get it, and now Spence the other way does. And he'll shoot 2.
Probably not.
What is going? Ruoff picks up his 4th. The team's 3rd.
They are giving him 2. I didn't know if he was. Usually you need to put the ball up to get the 2. He never really attempted a shot there. Interesting.
Justin Robinson.
One of these days we're going to be able to go to the replay.
One of these days indeed, as Spence makes them both. And you see some friendly banter between the fans and Justin Robinson and Jakari Spence. As Robinson, good pass inside to O'Gara, who finishes the layup.
How did he see him?
Justin Robinson reminds me so much of Marquise Noel, the guard for Kansas State, who could see the floor like no one I've ever seen before, and Robinson does it too. The funny thing about Noel and Robinson, both 5'8", so maybe it's that when you're a bit undersized, it's easier to see the floor. Jackson Hick, blocked by McMullen. Good pass. McMullen in the corner after the Mabry feed, who fires to Mahoney, who missed. And again, no contact. Spenson that gets contact down the other end, and he'll shoot one more. A chance to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play. And it looks like it's, and I don't know about you, but there's contact on one end, no fouls called, and there's contact on the other end, and fouls are getting called.
Again, if there was contact on the Mahoney shot, it was minor. I don't know if it affected the shot. I think he just missed that.
As Spence missed another free throw. 105-100 with 6:10 to play in regulation. Robinson is fouled by Hick. It'll be the second on Stern's trailer. Hickey, I apologize. That's Hickey's third, the team's second. Here's Mabry. Mabry puts up a shot. Was a little too short, hit the front rim. Here comes Shavar the other way. Good pass inside to Larry Smith.
Again, it's almost like Shavar's been on cruise control tonight. I wonder as this quarter winds down if he's going to try to take charge of the game for Stearns.
Here comes Ruoff, a nice spin move, and he gets the layup. 16 for Ruoff off the bench. Yeah, that's to your point earlier. Shavar has been on cruise control. He's only got about 16. He's really been setting everyone else up, and he takes that one, and he missed it.
It's almost like in the mid-quarters he allowed Spence to run the point.
As a nice pass from Robinson to a cutting Mahoney, who's fouled, and he'll shoot.
Yeah, he'll have a pair.
It almost looked like Mahoney wasn't going to shoot as Sean Grennon gets up. I don't know if he's checking back in. But because Mahoney was standing under the basket, actually it looks like he was standing in a spot of perspiration. And Colin Stort's going to get ready to check back in. 107 to 102. 5:15 to play in regulation. First one is up and good for Mahoney. Colin Stewart checks in for C.J. Ruoff, who's been a revelation off the bench.
Big night for Ruoff. That's almost plus points when your bench comes in, when players off your bench comes in and give you a big lift like that.
Mahoney hits them both the leads back down to 3. Shavar is going to control this set in the half court, and it looks like maybe he's starting to take a little bit more charge. Shavar guarded by Stewart. Trying to shake him, he pushed him, bumped him, and Shavar's baby hook is good.
He used his body to get that separation.
And on the other end, Robinson got double teamed and they called a foul. Spence picks up his 3rd foul. The team's 4th, and it's going to be a timeout on the floor. The conclusion of this one is going to come down next. We'll be right back here with JSBL Hoops on JSBL Hoops Network. You can put us live. Welcome back to JSBL Hoops Network's coverage of JSBL Hoops. 4:52 left to play. Justin Robinson will inbound, and as we were talking in the break, partner, you brought up a good point about the free throws.
Yeah, again, we're with 4:52 to go in the game. Both teams have 14 fouls in the period, so from here on out, teams will be shooting free throws on every foul, whether it's a shooting foul or a foul off the ball.
And games like this can always come down to missed free throws, and with the offensive talent, as McMullen takes a 3, no good. And right on cue, Jakari Spence will go to the line. But as I was making that point, missed free throws will always haunt teams down the stretch. So,
and again, this summer league, you know, it's not like these teams practice. I mean, the guys are always working out, but they're never working out as a unit. And unless they're working on free throws, which they're probably working more on conditioning in the summertime, it could come back to haunt teams.
As Jakari Spence hits his first. One more still at the line. 6-point lead with 4:45 to play for Stern Strahler. And he hits them both. 4:45 to play, 111 to 104. It's been a heck of a game tonight, and we got a great finish in store. Colin Stewart thought about the 3, passed it up. He's going to pass to Moore Mabry. Mabry's going to take a 3 of his own and no good. And Seaview Jeep's gone a little cold from the field.
Yeah, they have. Mabry, you know, again, hasn't played that much this summer because of his foot issues, and really hasn't been in the shooting flow like we've seen in seasons past.
As Shavar Reynolds hits the mid-range, 4:10 to play, 113-104. And Sean Grennan, a guy who can hit shots, is still not on the floor, even during this cold spell. Robinson's getting doubled, almost tripled. He's trying to drive through. He's going to pass to McMullen. McMullen drives, puts it up and in. Matt McMullen.
That was quite a drive by McMullen. Again, you know, as this game winds down, teams are going for the high percentage shot instead of just forcing them threes, which is actually a pretty good idea. Again, Seaview still has the height advantage, and they get those mismatches where you have these bigger wings on guards. You want to take it to the glass and hopefully, you know, get the conventional three-point play. That was a nice drive by McMullen.
Now, I'll get back to the game in a second. Do you think Sean Grennan checks in if it's 3:45 now, but if it's a 7-point game with 2:30 to play. Is Sean Grennan in this game?
Mabry's one of the one of the classic longtime Seaview go-to guys, and Coach Tyler Schmeltz really trusts him. So, again, I guess Roy's earned his time on the court, and he's hoping he can regain that pre-injury form. But we'll see again.
And here comes Grennan. So Robinson picks up the technical foul. So Jakari Spence will shoot 3. He has 2 more free throws, and to your point about Mabry, Tyler Schmelz has sent up O'Garo and
Grennan
to check back in. Now, Grennan will definitely help with the lead at 10. He can line it up, and he can line it up in a hurry. And now Miles Kale is actually at the line. And Seaview Jeep's going to take a timeout. We'll stay right here.
Well, again, 3:37 to go, 8-point lead. Seaview down big early, and they had to use a lot of energy to get back in the game. I mean, they were getting obliterated in the first quarter as Stearns came out red hot. And, right now they've kind of lost it a little bit offensively. So we'll see what happens. Also, another thing that's going on right now is Stearns is trying to get the ball out of J. Rob's hands, and they've been doubling him up high to try to get the ball out of his hands, forcing his teammates to try to take control, and they really haven't done it. So smart strategy on Coach Whalen's part.
Joe Whalen, of course, the championship coach from last year. This is why Stearns Trailer won last year. They are the defending champions, looking to improve to 4-0. They are a tough out for any team and a tough team to play any night, and which made it so impressive when last Thursday, when ACI Robins Nest, widely regarded as one of the weaker teams in the league, took them and played them pretty well the other night.
No, they did, and again, like I said, but again, the JSBL is who shows up. I mean, again, we have Miles Kale on the floor. Larry Smith was out last week, and of course, Shavar Reynolds making his initial appearance. Actually, he was here earlier in the year, but his shoulder was bothering him, so he sat out that night. But now, as the season winding down, we expect to see these guys on a definitely regular basis.
As Kale's first free throw is up. So now you mentioned the point about Justin Robinson getting doubled up top. Sean Grennan is a guy that can create his own shot and can make threes in a hurry. That's the guy that head coach Tyler Schmelz has brought in to help assist with the doubles. If J-Rob gets doubled, and they double him here to McMullen. Here's Grennan, and Grennan passes to O'Garo. O'Garo takes a fadeaway, no good, but Max Mahoney was right there for the rebound and the putback. 3:15 to play, 116-108. Shavar guarded by Mabry, and he is fouled.
Again, that's a tough defensive matchup for Roy. I mean, there's a lot of quickness difference there, and Shavar really knows how to use his body. A little hesitation, a little fade. You really don't know what you're getting from him. Took him to the basket and drew the foul.
And Shavar's first is up and good. It just feels like Stearns Trailer has had everything going at every point in this game tonight, and Seaview Jeep has had a few down periods, and that's where Stearns Trailer's taken advantage.
Again, so far it's been the quickness over the size.
As a nice pass and a dunk from Robinson to O'Garo. 8-point lead for Stearns Trailer with 2:52 to play. Spence guarded by Grennan. He's going to pass up top to Shavar Reynolds. Inside to a cutting Larry Smith. Beautiful pass by Shavar Reynolds. Mahoney taking it up now. Mabry, now Mahoney puts it up and in. And Spence is almost pickpocketed by O'Garo. 2:25 to play. It's State 8. And Larry Smith was wide open, a defensive breakdown.
Yeah, someone lost 31 out there.
Robinson drives inside. He'll get it. 2:10 to play. 122-14. 114. Shavar to Jack Smith, who's no good. A putback is no good.
Yeah,
and Brennan comes and gets the rebound.
Yeah, Scott couldn't get that down.
Brennan a three, no good. Roy Mabry comes in for the rebound. Mabry's gonna try a three, no good. And Sean Grennan decided to stand there and let Miles Kale get the rebound. And then Robinson dives to the floor. Spence still has it. Larry Smith wide open. He takes a three. Got it. And that's a couple of plays where 125-114 now, where Sean Grennan has just kind of stood there. He had a chance to go contest for the rebound. He didn't. And then he had a chance to go out and play defense, and he stayed in his spot. Is that a thing that is a coach-directed thing, or is that
hard to say?
Shavar takes a three, and that's the dagger. It's going to close out a Stearns trailer win. And even though this final score might look a little more lopsided than it actually is, it's not going to tell the full story. As Jack Scott is in there and the lead's up to 14. As Grennan puts it up and in. 32.6 to play. Final seconds of Stearns Trailer's 4th win of the year as Kale, deep three, tried to put a bow and an exclamation point on it. He didn't. Robinson's going to take a three. No good. Rebounded by Jack Scott. And they're going to hold, and that'll do it for tonight. Jakari Spence will dribble it out. He may or may not take a shot. As top clock ticks down, he's going to throw to himself, and he tried to dunk it. And does O'Garo take the three? No, but he's going to dunk it no matter what. And that ends a competitive game and a great one. Stearns Trailer improves to 4-0. They stay undefeated and hand Seaview Jeep their 2nd loss of the season.
Let's see if we can get someone over from Stearns to talk to. So let's take a little break, and I'll see if I can get you somebody.
All right, sounds good. We'll be right back with this coverage on JSBL Hoops next.
Everything's good.
We're here with tonight's star of the game, Seton Hall legend Miles Kale. Miles, you came out on fire in that first quarter. You hit 5 threes, and Greg had mentioned that threes was something that you had been working on. How does it feel when you come out here and your hard work pays off?
You know, it feels really good. You know, you just put a lot of hours into the gym, and you just trust your work every time you step on the floor, and that's what I did today. And, you know, it's just all about confidence, and all I did was just shoot with confidence, and it went in, and it worked out for me tonight.
You guys are definitely undersized against a taller Seaview Jeep team. How is it that you guys were able to continue to get rebounds and second chance points?
They were definitely crashing the boards very hard because they probably noticed that we were undersized. But, you know, it's all about effort and all about communication. So we just try to talk it out and understand that we are undersized right now, and whatever we got to do to get the rebound, we have to do. So.
Now, you've played with Shavar Reynolds for a while now, and when he takes over a game like that, and he has the ability to take over games, but he didn't tonight. He was really the floor general and the conductor.
Right.
How dangerous is he when he has the ability to take over a game?
You know, he sees, you know, he just plays off of us. So, like, if he sees us and he sees us having a hard time on offense, that's when he, you know, he'll take over a game and he'll understand that, you know, he has the ball in his hand and he has to take over and get a good shot for us. So he does a good job finding us, facilitating, and doing his job very well. You know, yeah, tonight might have been not a crazy offensive night, but I'm pretty sure he'll have one of these games.
How about Jakari Spence? He's someone that he becomes the third wheel at times because of how good you and Shavar are.
Right.
But he played outstanding tonight. What about him makes him such a good player to this team? It's
crazy because I've seen Jakari grow every year, like, and right now his confidence is through the roof, and like he's playing. This is my first time seeing him playing since last year, since I was here, and his game definitely elevated since then. So seeing Jakari go out there and play his game was definitely good for me to see. And yeah, like I said, like me and Varsky not going, I know Jakari gonna get up something, get a good shot for us. And how much he had tonight?
Let's see. We're looking, and
he had 25.
Jakari had 35.
35. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Jakari. Yeah, he's good. Good stuff.
He's a great player. He helped you guys win a championship last year. You guys are now 4-0.
Right.
Do you guys think is there a confidence among you guys that you guys are the defending champs and you're going to do what you got to do and repeat again?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know, we believe that we're the best team here, and you know, every night, every time we step on the court, we're going to carry it like that. And yeah, we believe we can go back to back. So that's what we're going to try to do. We know everybody's going to be trying to play us their hardest, and you know, we're ready for it. So.
And lastly, you guys did such a good job of being able to limit what Justin Robinson can do.
Right.
He's the reigning MVP of this league. How tough is it to stop a guy like him? And what was the game plan?
I mean, it's tough to stop him, man. Like, you know, I seen he put up 60 yesterday. So, like, and playing against him today, I see why he put up 60. He is a tough shot maker, and he can do it all. You know, he's almost like a one-man show. You know, if you gotta, he's the head of the snake. So, you know, he's a very good player. And our game plan towards him is just try to be as aggressive as we can and try to get the ball out of his hand. But it's a tough matchup for anybody out there.
Thank you. That's all we have for you tonight, Miles. Miles Kell, one of tonight's stars of the game. We're going to try to get your teammate Jakari because you said he's confident. We want to see what the confidence brings.
Yep.
Thank you so much again, Miles.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the win.
Appreciate it.
We'll be right back with maybe an interview with Jakari Spence here on JSBLN.
Friends over there, guys. Those my big brothers. Those my big brothers over there, guys. Hi.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
You sound good?
Yeah, I'm ready
All right.
now. I'm ready.
All right.
Do I need both on?
What?
I'm good. All right. Here we go.
All right. We're back with tonight's second star of the game, Jakari Spence. Jakari, you led your winning team's effort with 35 points tonight. How does that feel?
Feel good. I mean, as long as we got the win, that's all that matters. We just try and come out here in the summer, have some fun, work on our games, and I think today I definitely did that today.
Now I see
In there. In the bag. Oh, it's in the – never mind, my bad.
Now I see you personally because I work at the gym, so I see you every day. You're putting in all that work. How much does that work pay off when you're here?
I think that's exactly what it is. Like, here is where you show if your work is working because you're using real people on your moves and everything. So I think this is where you show your work. And today I think the basket was very wide for me today. And Coach Rice has us doing this thing, making 500 threes a day, and I think it's definitely helped my shot. So I think I'm just improving and try to show everybody I can play basketball at the highest level.
And you certainly have. And how excited are you, as you mentioned, Coach Rice, for this upcoming season? You got to start a little bit towards the end last year,
Yes,
and
sir.
you saw the team gradually improve. You're going to have a big year this year. How excited are you for that?
I'm excited. I just want to win, man. We have my best friend Alexander Rice coming in, and I'm excited. We got good young freshmen coming in, and I think we're going to be very good. I think we go hard at practice, and everyone just stick together along for the ride. We're going to be very good this year.
Now, I think what you're going to see from you guys again this year was how you guys played towards the end of last year. And Jack Collins, the guy for Archie Athletic, we'll talk about him in a later broadcast because you'll be doing color one night for us, which we're excited
Yes,
about.
I will be there.
But how excited are you to now start 4-0? You guys are looking like the defending champs and looking like a repeat. Do you guys think you guys have that potential?
I think we
repeat?
definitely have a repeat in it, but, I mean, I'm just happy to have fun out here, get a chance to play with my friends, and just have a good time, work on my game. Any chance I can get to play a little bit of extra basketball, that's what I want to do. So that's why I came out tonight.
Jakari Spence, tonight's second star of the game, along with Miles Kale. He's going to be doing more interviews at this with Steve Bazaz at Monmouth as the college basketball season goes on. Thank you so much again, Jakari.
Thank you, guys.
We'll be back with tonight's wrap-up after this. Have a great night, everyone. This has been JSBL's presentation of Jersey Shore Basketball League.